everyone, welcome back to the game. Simon here. We're in the middle of World War II with the USA against the Soviet Union. We're another type or kind of World War II, or another history of World War II in this campaign, so let's go on the game. We're assisting a massive invasion of Russia, because the Russians don't have enough troops. But... oh, the war of France? Oh, I don't think so. So let's see how the whole offensive is looking like, or is working. There you go, we should just take, I think, let's just center in time soon. Russians are putting up even more and more defensive might. They're close to Warsaw, however, relatively far away from taking it. Take a look, for example, with this fortification, double fortification right there. We also have some transport ship from Italy. Oh, this is really awesome. So I'm also trying to recapture Krakow. So that is working a little bit difficult. We also have Cambodian infantry here that is supporting us. Also, we also have some partisans and also some offensive here in North Pennsylvania, heading towards Ukraine and Poland. Chisinau, this is the capital of Moldavia. As you can see, we're gonna take it soon. As we are actually passing the here in Pekuch. The Greeks are also supporting us. Will support us even farther because it's normal. They've also supported in capturing all of Bulgaria. This will be Greek territory and a part of Serbia. Turks tried to push forward around Tirana. Some other tiny Russian territories right here in Albania, border Albania. Canadians are also supporting us a little bit. Montenegro has returned. Yeah, let's support this. Very well. That's really, really great. We have such a great relationship with these guys. They have such a tiny territory, so they're not gonna make any difference. They're just our allies. Because we have basically liberated them. Last offensive here, since they're not going to have a chance. Just wipe them out. They also have some territory. That we should take. Tirana has been taken. All the belongings that surround it. There is some Russian plane offensive with a DB-3T and UFX-C1, I think. It's incredible how they're making it through. There you go, our airplanes are just ready. They have destroyed them. Very well done. Chisinau and Tiraspol will be in our reach very soon. They have such a good power with 4. The Russians are really advanced, very, very advanced. We should also invade them here. What's going on here? We haven't invaded them yet here in this area, but this is going to happen very soon. Montenegro and Tsingtao have reached an agreement. Yeah, let's agree. Let's try to make things much better. Oh yes, we finally have a little bit more industry. That's very good. So the offensive continues. And now we're getting closer to East Prussia, capital of Königsberg. Then we're going to take the Baltic states and we're going to head towards Petrograd or St. Petersburg. Lublin has been taken. We're going to get closer to Brest-Litovsk, which is a huge fortification center, as one can see. Yeah, also this timber mill fields here, that would be very important. Warsaw has been taken, I think, without any big problem or problems. Also, we're going to get closer to Lemberg, which is in east western Ukraine. Soon we can also get closer to Kiev. There's absolutely nothing that the Russians can do right now, so. Our offensive continues everywhere here. Moscow has been taken, Odessa will also be taken, and Nikolaev, which are having an aircraft fabrication facility and a naval production facility. This is what's going on in the Balkans. So Albania has been completely released. In fact, has been annexed by the Greeks. Now we're going to try to get some more territory on behalf of Montenegro. A few tiny more offensive running. B-25 G mutual strategic bomber. Being of course Argentina would like to offer us petroleum. But I think we should have enough petroleum. What we don't have is not enough military goods, so hopefully before our military goods will go to zero, hopefully we're going to be able to take out Russia. Or to research some better tax to increase oil extraction. Take a look at this TH-310 reconnaissance. And so we got this almost. This Brest-Litovsk has been under attack. They have, however, a lot of artillery here. It's going to be relatively difficult to take them out. And then they're completely bombarding us, but I still think we're going to be able to take them out. Because it's just a village. One garrison is out, for example. They are obliterating us, but this is such an important fortress to take. And I'm pretty sure that Edison can take it because of how many troops we have brought. The last garrison to resist here, and then they're gonna have only artillery units. As you can see, they are being already wiped out. They are actually retreating around here. They still have a lot of troops. Oh yes, we're destroying their artillery very well. Brest-Litovsk has been taken with a lot of Sherman tanks. Very experienced units. Also some compilation help from the British, Canadians. I was hoping benefiting from French, from many other allies that we have. I would still like to build some more military gives, although I know it's very costly, but I'm sure it's very important, so let's do it. Have as many of them as possible. This is an enormous offensive line, as you can see, just as in real life was for the Germans. KV-2 tank. But this side is also just in reach for us. It's pretty important territory. There's this tiny offensive around here. Military vessels 43. The Greeks are conquering more territory for their own. Let's check again defensive in the north in here. This is again our territory they're gonna take. Get closer to Menau and to Riga, Medicine. To Kaunas as well. I gotta look at this 3 fortifications. Vilna, 1 fortification. This is the starting line. Although, it's not starting the one who's leading the SSR. This is a very important village center. This can be taken place. This is the road to Minsk. Get here a German spy. Yes, the Russians are moving their units all the way around. But they're not able to launch any offensive against us. Our troops are still advancing very steadily. But with all those transport planes, I think we should be able very easily to take out the Russians. It'd be too wide for another flying boat to patrol. B4 wide privateer. And Mariner. It's got a lot of type airplanes to research. Theophilus can take it very soon. It's also fortified. That's why it's gonna be so difficult to take out Russia. But we have a huge offensive right here in Ukraine. Look at this. Odessa has been taken. This is a massive invasion. This is insane. Pretty costly, but pretty important though. I still don't have too much oil as I actually bought home. Fortunately. I rather like that the offensive here is great. They're bouncing everywhere, so we can also invade Crimea. And we're sending even more troops as far as I can see. Now we're not able to leave yet, because the coastline still belongs to the Russians somehow. They have taken it. We have some troops that are moving from one port to the other. And these units are already starting to have not attrition but supply problems. We have no first breakfast to arrive here to help them just yet. Counterattacked by the Russians. Very poorly, however, with some anti-tank units. Don't have that many planes. no harms. The Russians are still having very powerful ships here as well. We might just attack them, but prefer to wait a little bit. Just guarding Washington, with a population of 1,400,000. Oh my god, births 10 million, deaths 3 million, literacy 100%. We have 7 million births, totaling 2 million immigration, 9 million, population is enormous. 15 research centers because they're conquering the Russians. And we need to build designs. Very beautiful. These guys, the Iranians, have also now the chance to keep attacking. And with this recapture, they've lost territory. In the north, we're heading towards Eureka very soon. I think this is already Russian territory, right? In fact, might also head towards Moscow, this mega city, relatively soon. Oh, Minsk has been surrounded. Now this is very good. They have here a lot of artillery that is going to take care of them. But with these troops, I think we're going to take them out very quickly. Shit, our military goods are getting down so quickly. But we've still got more and more units, I have to say, all in all. It's just it's being under a heavy bombardment. Also get closer to Kiev when they have just a few minutes here. Nothing extraordinary. There's getting artillery. They're also getting closer to the Petrovsk and Satagan. And we can also get Kharkiv. They have 2 land production facilities. With a big town and everything. Yeah, I just hope and wait to take my unit is the BL-40 Yushin bomber. Russians are really doing a great job on it. Unbelievable, this is what it looks like. Alright, so got definitely closer to Riga now. Attorney's bed has not yet been taken. a smile, a big scarf. That's it. This is how it looks like. So anybody who's gonna get stuck here in the Russian tundra, I know that this could happen. You just get those and move forward. Vitebsk. They have no structure almost. Kiev is now under siege. Another massive advancements in this war. Sand. Kharkiv should also be good to take in. The region of Luhansk and Donetsk would be important to take as well. Not easy, however. Yeah, we're gonna take them. It's of course a big region, but they don't even have too many garrison systems. Does it seem so? So the offensive continues. But here we're still having some trouble. coastline here, there's been no real invasion. We're still heading towards Petrograd after we have taken, I think, Riga. And also, where is it? Right here, Königsberg. On behalf of the Germans, of course, because this was German territory in real life. Oh my god, 30% domestic profile because of our offensives. That's great. Okay, so now we're heading towards Revel, Tallinn, and so on, and of course, most important, Petrograd, which is the mighty capital of Russia. But until then, I think no, we haven't taken Pskov yet. But we gotta move forward in the north, and where are our outposts and secure points here that support us. We should also take this tiny village that connects this road here. Yeah, we're gonna get also closer to Moscow very soon. Oran should also be taken. Ryazan and Moscow are also just in reach, two mighty towns, and Kursk as well. Mighty Battle of Kursk. I have also some cavalry units. Oran as well. I should take this as well too. Staryosko, the Hornets. M19A1 Air Defense Unit. Troops didn't advance any farther in Crimea yet. We're trying to take this town. Another port to the Black Sea that we should take from the Russians. But the Ottomans also, I was actually hoping and thought they were gonna advance around here, but they don't have the power to do so. And many of our troops have gathered here to try to reach something somewhere. More and more of them are arriving, unbelievable. They're not gonna reach anything. Just send them back. Yeah, there's just a stupid bug, just so there's this guys from production line that didn't address this problem. Just been bring this. We're just going to try to help as best as we can. There's so many airplanes now, including the Italian airplanes. I gotta try to take them out or perhaps put them somewhere else. Oh my goodness. With this massive invasion, we are sending so many other troops in Europe to support our invasion. Even more. This port would be good to be taken. Order type. Oh shit, we got less and less military goods here. Need more bloody oil. Just because of the population increase or something. 18 out of 15 projects. And we'll continue. Our offensive continues. We can also take hopefully Helsinki and the other towns with our mighty units. Hopefully we get a result of ports here. There is an incredible offensive in Pskov, which is so well defended, unfortunately. Our troops are trying to head towards Petrograd, which is extremely well defended. But we gotta take it. Let's just reach it and we gotta definitely more offensive here in the actual Estonia. And a lot of traffic jam here. For many years that we got. It's gonna get of course difficult and more difficult to advance in the Russian campaign. Smolensk is still under attack, however, we're still not able to take it just yet. Moscow, however, seemed to be taken, or perhaps will take it soon, who knows. But it's also under heavy fire here. Oh, they have a ship here. They're attacking us right now. And this time, just do something more useful. And there are still battles here. The Canadians don't seem to be able to take this town. Very small, tiny town. As they turns for some money because they seem to be very rich here. $7. That is a good idea. Now let's look into it. This is going to work. They're still trying to build a research center there. One of the Germans airplanes right there. Oh yes, it was successful. Good. Now we're gonna get some money. Let me get some money. Okay, and take a look at this. Petrograd is just in reach to take. Very poor decisions in the troops right now. They have so many troops, but we're gonna gather in more units of the airplanes and we're gonna take them out. 100%. A tiny battle for the town of Revel, but going to Estonia, that also seems to be. Years waiting for such a huge war, and perhaps in the 1950 we're gonna attack China, in the 1960 Japan for them, maybe, or maybe not. Soviet Russia and Morocco. What, we're gonna do the whole of France? No, I don't have that in mind. We have taken this, right? Yeah, we have taken Rebel. Very good. Hopefully we're gonna take this. No, we don't have enough ammunition here because our troops are relatively isolated. The real true right here and give it a help a little bit. Good too. Good. Then get closer to Petrograd somehow. I still didn't take this problem. This is a relatively big problem. I was also hoping fact, it's been almost taken. They have some airplanes there, however, a lot of units, a lot of garrisons. However, our offensive towards Moscow continues. It seems to be very successful, I would say. Because this is not easy. We're doing a great job here. There are a lot of towns that we need to take in order to secure success in Moscow. Oh yes, we have taken this tiny town here, that's very good. What plane is this? Control G3, a very old type of planet. Korea. Units. There's a huge offensive now on Moscow, as far as I can see. Oh my god, that's real. One of those in constant construction. That's not good at all. Ryazan has not yet been taken, unfortunately. We'll take a look at the French. They have sent some infantry to help us. Actually, a lot of infantry. Now that is so nice from them. I'm so grateful. The British have sent some troops, I think. Fighting against the Russians. That is very good. There's still some massive battles around here. I've got even closer, much closer to Petrograd here. Just gonna try to push forward anyway. There's a huge offensive. Well, if we're gonna take this, we should then try to take this one here, and this one, and so on and so forth. Oh goodness, we have advanced here, but we still didn't take this stuff. However, if you're gonna send all these units, definitely take it. Let's try to do this now. They don't have enough. They don't have enough supplies. Also not willing to retreat. Now we got very close to Petrograd. Yeah, let's support this. Sweden has been liberated. And we got full alliance with them. They are a democratic nation. I don't think the Soviets would take back. They're really captured. You're captured. Well, because the Marines have actually taken. Oh, that's fantastic. Why don't these Marines actually do anything? Why don't you move on the other side? Maybe if we're gonna take this. I don't think so. Submarines have invaded here in Scandinavia. That's so good. We could take this stuff. No, we're very far away of taking it. But guess what? We got very close to Petrograd, and I think very soon we're gonna take it. We're just gonna need more units around here. And they have an industrial complex that should take it easily. I think more troops will be sent around here, as far as I know. Very well. That's exactly what I'm talking about. My old so competitive target. I hope we will take it very soon. To release this road once in Petrograd. So it is also important to take it. So very soon we're going to take the Russian capital. Hopefully they're gonna retreat and they're gonna surrender once. We're gonna also take Moscow. Moscow actually has been taken completely, also with the providential help of the French. Yes, the French have helped us a lot with their WW1 units. There are no offensive actions around here, just a few of them. Also taking Donetsk and Luhansk, we can also take Rostov-on-Don and Crimea. We'll see. Let's see what are doing the what ones. They're not advancing, they've taken care of one, and these guys could also advance, but they're also not advancing. Why do they have tank? Should they declare war on Guyana? Whatever, it's not a problem. Design complete. 17 projects. Alright, so it doesn't seem the Russians are doing a good job. I think we have got pretty close to Washington capital and we still didn't take. We managed to take Moscow, but we will take it. Now Petrograd is just in reach. We have a huge offensive here, but we have a lot of artillery, so we're gonna have to be careful. It's definitely not gonna be easy. We're just gonna have to send more troops around here if we want to take it. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna take it very soon. This artillery will be gone very quickly. And I was also hoping they were gonna launch a new front line in Scandinavia. For example, with this Marines that managed to take this port. It's gonna leave them there. This is our territory. I mean, Swedish territory. Hopefully that our allies will send in more troops. We'll see about that. But I think they will. Maybe I should send more American troops around here. Or should I take a 7-year front line there? So like I said, the offensive continues here. We managed to take this, but we're still relatively far away from taking out Petrograd. We got a lot of troops. Let's also take Pskov, and now, as you can see, we have better supply management here. We're almost, honestly, almost everywhere. Oh goodness, they have so many troops, so many artillery units. We're gonna take this and then we're gonna take Petrograd, although like I said, it's going to be very difficult. Oh, the French have also arrived. Oh yes, we took it. And we're being bombarded by everyone. So, like I said, this is not going to be easy to take Petrograd. But we'll see about it. Okay, we're gonna attack from the other side. Now there is a big attack around. I think more and more troops will arrive around here. Because we're really gonna have to take their capital. You can imagine how much money we're gonna make, right? We'll have a post. They are still bombarding us so heavily. And the French have arrived and trying to support us. We are putting up even more units in this quarter mile, where they have thousands of artillery units here. But I'm pretty anti-tank battalions here. And let's see, are we gonna take Petrograd or not? The French are also supporting us with their anti-tank cannon, their 85mm, whatever. I don't speak French, so I'm sure I didn't pronounce it good. Yes, Petrograd is about, they have only 2 garrisons remained and some artillery, but we are surrounded by such heavy artillery now. Unbelievable. There's only 1 garrison remaining in Petrograd. And then we have to take care of this military complexes. I think we're gonna do it. Once we're gonna take their capital. Have track infantry. But we have no airplanes, this is a bit strange. Because I thought the computer would also send some airplanes. And 1 garrison left. There is another attack from here. It's not gonna work. Bad. And they have brought a lot of artillery here. They're to wipe us out, but even the French are sending more troops. Is there gonna be a pump to take out this artillery units? But they have a fortification here, so yeah, it's not easy. They're bombarding us from everywhere. This is insane. They have bombs. Oh yes. Oh my god, no. Oh no. All these cities belong to us now. Vladimir Lenin is eliminated. Soviet Russia. So yeah, let's colonize them. That's what I gotta do. Make this nation our colony. Oh my goodness. I didn't expect them, but they didn't have a chance, I have to say. Alright, now there is a lot of territory now, because now it seems to be a little bit crazy, so let's see. Norway is now free. Denmark is also annexed a lot of territory. And Sweden. Denmark, this is United States. We're gonna give it to Finland right away. We're gonna have Soviet Russia. American Soviet Russia. Let's give this territory to Finland first. We're gonna give it. Release. Tour. Oil. Return. As colony. Oh my god, we have this. Yeah, of course we're gonna return this colony. Yes, of course we're gonna return this colony. They have no big territory because they have also annexed Russia, and this is actually the Russian territory, I think. But actually, we're not war only with a ton of move onward. Who is this? Mongolia, oh my god, Mongolia have annexed all of Russia. We're still at war with these guys, but we're not gonna be able to take them out. Anyway, the Mongols are very, they're not developed very much. But this is still a big problem, although we have taken the European part of Russia. Even Iran and the Ottomans have annexed. In fact, Iran have annexed a lot. amounts to. This is also United States, but I can't remember. Let's just release Kazakhstan as a colony. Should also have some bases, right? Of course, we have the Russian. What I want to do is to send a lot of our troops in defense because we need all of them. We've got anyway 4,200 units. This is really a lot. Okay, now I think this idea will also allied with Norway. And I think the next enemy will be, although it cannot be China, we cannot invade China. Perhaps Japan, but it must also be difficult to invade them. It's going to be a long war. Or I'm not sure, we're going to see, I didn't decide it yet, who shall we attack, we're just going to see first. Let's just for the Russians for some money because they have a lot of. I'm gonna go with these two things. They have a lot of. They should have a lot of resources. 3,000 is a bit too much, but 3,000 is very acceptable, I think. They don't have too many resources. I thought they could have more. They have nothing. Unbelievable, man. No, I'm gonna give you all this. So we finally made a little bit more military goods because this offensive was insane. We're also having a lot of military goods. Now let's release some more nations because it just have a feeling. We're gonna keep this territory here in the north, and this is a tiny territory. This one too. Oh my god, wait a minute, this is also our territory, right? Oh yes, and we got a lot of nations that we could release, for example, such as this one. Also a colony. Gonna make a lot of colonies then. Sinistry, yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at this pond, is actually big. Romania as well. Didn't got too much territory actually. Like Romania. And yeah, world market subsidized simply better because we're returning a lot of territory. Alright, so we have American Romania, American Hungary, whatever. Just release Austria. Capturing anything, right? But we're gonna keep our bases here. Stations here. Okay. Should be Slovakia. We still got some tiny territory anyway. These guys like to buy Mr. Goods and oil. Oh, actually, actually have a lot of oil indeed. Because I think we have less population, that's why. Okay, we can send more planes in reserve right now. Very cool. What else do they have here? I'm certain. American Serbia. Absolutely. And also these, because we can annex it any moment. American Romania. Awesome. We have a lot of oil now. Ah shit. We don't have another island. Build this stuff. We have built only 2 here, but just because we don't have too much, right? Actually in Hawaii is what we're gonna have. But we cannot. So 6 projects like this. These guys have invaded again, or would like to invade again. Is that gonna work? Alright, America and Russia. What else do we have here? Russia, what is this? Denmark. It goes to Denmark. Oh yes, we have this tiny territory here that I would also like to release. Well, also as a puppet and perhaps gonna annex them later. The Baltic states that have been annexed by Russians. Right. This is crazy. Just send all these troops in reserve. Okay, and as far as I know, what is this? Let's see, we have 13 slots. We have 40. We have 19, 26, and 4. Be 4,200. That's insane. Can we release any other nation? No, but I can fill in with a lot of stuff here. Do we have any more territory? No, it seems that actually we have lost there. More or less we have lost, perhaps we haven't lost anything. We have some territory here and the Greeks have just annexed. This is unbelievable, really. I thought so. Okay. Denmark as well. American Finland. Iran is adding so much territory as well. And who's this What? Afghanistan. China. But this is actually Chinese territory. Actually, the capital of the Soviets now is in Moscow. Here we got also some goods. Alright, so Washington is victorious right now. I was just hoping that Victor actually has retreated a lot of troops. It's very well, very good. Can also go on here. Because now, where does it go? Let's see. Taxation is so low. Social assistance could be increased even more. Basically, more law enforcement or culture is subsidized. Healthcare is at 86%. This is too low. Infrastructure, we can meet this if we want to send our goods forward. We got 26 colonies, Ukraine, Spain, Russia, and so on and so forth. Of course, we could annex some of them that are, very small, such as this one here. It's indeed very tiny, but we're just gonna leave it because we've got anyway a lot of territory, a lot of military bases, almost everybody putting in stuff like that. So, I think that, what we're gonna need now is more military goods, that is for sure. Anyway, or seem to be so expensive. Oh shit. We're gonna need more of this. What's the population that we have now? 175 million. Oh yeah. Awesome. American Finland. Denmark. Sweden, make some oil. Denmark has the next big part of Scandinavia. A very big part of it. Well, this kind of things will also be built right now. I have a lot of planes belonging to Russians. And how is our colonies doing? How are they? I think we could declare war on Colombia, France, Guinea, Australia, Iran, Singapore, and Emirates. 94% seem to be isolated. We could invade them for them from here. Although it's going to be, of course, very difficult to take them out. We'll also transform them into a puppet. Then I'll have a security center or security bureau. So we are having a relatively good amount of money. Though France, Argentina, Ottoman Empire, and Greece are regions. And we get some money from Mexico, Soviet Russia, although they have a lot of debt here because they have to pay us stuff. Like Soviet Russia, Spain, they're doing good. Poland, also Philippines, Ukraine, and Romania. Now let's go to America and Mexico, which are having most of the money, and ask them for their generosity. Alright, financial, 6,000, yeah, why not? Some agriculture, are they gonna have to buy this? So, theoretically, we could give them also some, anti-air units, because we get a lot. This is like, anti-air units. Travel, then also have to address the situation of the other one. And we're gonna have to think of our next enemy. I think we're gonna attack Colombia and we're gonna try to invade them somehow. I'm not sure how we will do this, but we will try to invade them. But the computer will already send some troops. Theoretically, we could invade them from everywhere, from Caracas, for example. In Caracas will be very difficult. What else? Barranquilla or Cartagena. Then nearby, then there are no roads, nothing here. Most important is to try to take Bogota as quickly as possible. This will be our, perhaps here, then move forward. So this will be our fortune if we're gonna attack them. Also release Cuba as a puppet state, although I wanted to annex them because they are south of the United States, and that will be okay. I'm just gonna decrease this as much as possible. Hopefully the computer will send even more units in reserve. let's research some more stuff, right? So armor design is level 4. High-yield nuclear weapons test, intermediate torpedo design, jet aircraft and tank deck, and immunosuppressive rocks. What about here? New type of anti-tank units, which are very awesome. And new type of artillery, such as the M1 240 from 1943. We have a supply truck, high-speed tractor, E-38G Lightning, Scepter, new type of patrol helicopters as well. The midway class, Demonia CA, Oregon City War System. Of invasion, they were invading ships here. That's inside of 39 projects out of 13. (1973). Oh my god. But we're still making some military goods. This is the best thing. American Spain is also doing good. They have a debt here, but we're not going to ask them too much, right? Gonna give them some airplanes, like in Spain's. See if they can accept it. I would like to give up more territory to put up some more puppet nations. But the problem is that we don't have some. A tiny land here belongs to us. We give it to Kosovo, for example. I'm gonna keep it because it's anyway very small land. Here as well. I'm thinking to wait until 1950 before we can declare war on other nations. We have good possibility, for example, against China, 100%, Colombia, or Emirate of Shamar, or Mongolia. It's going to be difficult to invade these nations. And actually, we do have a common border here with Mongolia. I think we could invade them, take also Tannuva and somehow annex them because they have such a tiny territory here. Small tiny territory, and take on Mongolia and put them out into a puppet, for example. We could take out Mongolia, and then we could also take out China, for example, or Japan, or both. Like I said, I'm gonna wait until 1950 before we're gonna do this because we have, in a way, lost a lot of units until now. I just want to develop a little bit more. Let's get another Lithuanian line. Look at how many planes do we have here. Wasn't built to the Philippines and some other stuff. Fine. I do have a lot of money. Also ask some more from Russia, but they had to take a huge loan. So no, not yet. I think to connect Seattle to some Canada, for example. But we cannot build that much. Up onto the border, okay. Water. Oakland. Almost Sacramento, what is it? Alright here, okay. Cool. My god, we have so many airplanes. To connect some Mexican territory. But first we're gonna have to focus on our own territory, I guess. Oklahoma. Dallas, Oklahoma. There is a connection, yeah. Buffalo. Company. I guess that's enough. 5,000 tons, oh my. This is indeed enormous. 47 projects, B424 Liberator, and B29 Super Fortress Bomber. But anyway, I'm gonna end the recording here. I'll catch you next time. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time.